Hello and welcome back to week 2 where we remember her. Remember the version that God created before the world tried to mold you into what the world wanted you to be. We are calling her by name. Now that you release the old identity and you've put the work in, you've done the work, right? I hope so, because you cannot move on to this part until you've done the work by writing out all the things that they said about you, all the things that you agreed with that were false, and the word of God that counters those things until we can purge, get rid of, detox the lies. We cannot move forward to this section. So if you have not done this, go back, do the work, and then move forward. But if you have, then let's talk about it. Now that you've released the old identity, we have to replace it with the new identity to take up space. The Word of God says, when it arrives, it finds the house unoccupied, swept, clean, and put in order. Then it goes and takes it with 7 other spirits more wicked than itself. And they go in and live there. And the final condition of that man is worse than the first. That is how it will be with this wicked generation. So again, we can't just purge the old identity without replacing it. You have to take up space, or else you will revert back to the old. This is you on the left. This is your old identity. Lazy, you don't want to do anything, you know you're capable of more, but for some reason you just can't find the energy. You're just like, there's a tug on your spirit where you're like, you know what? I know I'm supposed to be at this place. I know I'm supposed to look like this. I know I'm supposed to be doing this. I know I'm supposed to have this much money. I know I'm supposed to be driving this type of car. I know my house is supposed to look like this. I know my life is supposed to be greater than what it is right now. Why am I struggling to get there? Well, I'll tell you why. It's all about that mindset. You can know in your soul and your spirit that you're supposed to be somewhere else, like the lady on the right, your actual identity inside of you. But until you take those necessary steps by changing your mindset, nothing's going to change. So remembering her is recalling who you were before the lies and the noise, before the world tried to shape you into its own mold. It's about reminding you when you were a child and what God spoke over your life. The Word of God says, I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. Jeremiah 1:5. I really want us to sit in this. That the person that God created you to be, again, you're already her. This version that you see in your head, she lives in you. She's not outside of you. It's not about doing a lot of work on the outside. The work is on the inside, and this is why you keep banging your head up against the wall, because you're like, I'm doing all these things and nothing's working. The visualizations aren't working. The meditations aren't working. I'm saying I am. Yeah, you're doing work, but you're doing the wrong type of work. Jesus says you're an heir. Jesus says you're chosen, you're worthy, you're loved, you're a ruler, you're righteous, you're strong, you're a friend of God, you're rich. This is your new identity. This is your real identity. This version that is not showing up, that's lazy, that's stagnant, that's not the real you. That's your costume.